Here comes Rose. Hi, everybody. Welcome in. This is a weekly twin flame reading. I'm going to look at some advice for all zodiac signs in the extended. Right now, I just want to get general messages for everybody watching, please. Who's ever watching. Messages for you about the twin flame journey, whatever comes out. If you're watching this, there's a reason for you being here. This week, we are going to do a class about twin flame mission, okay, as it relates to North Node. There is a combined mission, so you're going to need to know your twin flames astrological information, birth chart information, and we will talk about that in the class, okay? All right, the link is below to sign up if you want. Let's see what's going on here for you. I also have a class on navigating your spiritual journey. That might be something of interest as well. All right, let's see what's going on here on the twin flame journey. We are in Mercury retrograde. I was born with Mercury retrograde, so to me, it's just like, it's not a thing, right? It's not a thing. Taking shelter, that's definitely deep in the winter time. Discovering truth. You stand in the light of truth. Look at that. This is very hermit-like. Discovering truth. View from above. Get the big picture. Wow. This is very hermit-like. So there is a moment here of taking your time, or really just like spending some time alone with yourself, spending some time on your journey, on your particular mission, not necessarily about the other. It's also about learning about mission, learning about what you're here to do, what you're both here to do as well. Get the big picture. So there's a lot of things to know here. It's a very meditative, a very quiet energy. All right, so one card for I'm going to say Divine Feminine, one card for Divine Feminine here. Seven of Swords. Hold on to that, okay? One card for Divine Masculine. Knight of Wands. Wow, there's a lot of running away. This is a lot of running away here going on. What's the energy of the connection right now? Energy of the connection right now. At a crossroads. At a decision point. Okay? The Divine Feminine is, sometimes it's like, oh, this is about being a liar. This feels to me more like you're gathering up your truth. Okay? Gathering up your truth, not looking at the camera. You're running away from the camera. There's still more truth to know. There's two of swords laying there on the ground. There's still more truth to know. You're gathering up your truth and sort of taking your marbles and going home. The masculine is this Knight of Wands on the horse looking back as they head this way, okay? So there's definitely some truth here that needs to be shared, but there's likely no communication right now. Let's see how you're seeing the connection, how Divine Feminine is seeing the connection. Death. It's got to change. Something's got to change. Something's got to give. Okay? It's in the process of transformation. What is how is the masculine looking at the connection? Masculine's looking at the connection. Two of Cups. There's twos here. The masculine could be afraid, a little bit of afraid, because this is Sagittarian energy. Knight of Wands is about, maybe there's some fear about moving too fast. There's some running away happening. Passionate. There's a lot of passion. I want to understand more about the Seven of Swords for the Divine Feminine. Yeah, holding back. Holding back. Page of Pentacles. So Four of Pentacles, Page of Pentacles, Knight of Swords. Going this away, right? Death and the Knight of Swords, right? Going that away. The Divine Masculine going the other way. That's very interesting. There's something here that I'm just feeling like with the Four of Pentacles, it is about holding on to something that is tangible, wanting something more tangible. The masculine here is not very tangible. Knight of Wands is passionate. Two of Cups is feeling our feelings. The feminine, though, is the swords, thinking, thoughts about the tangible. We're at a crossroads, wanting a tangible transformation, wanting to go in a direction together. And the masculine is headed in the other direction. Help me understand the masculine here. Two of Pentacles, another two. Moon, Empress. The masculine is afraid. The masculine may have some mommy issues. Okay? Wanting to be nurtured, wanting to be taken care of, but at the same time, afraid of the commitment of that. Having a hard time making a decision. Very much a decision. And the feminine energy here is standing her ground. Okay? I want it to be tangible. I want to get married. I want to have a house together. I want to build a life together. The masculine is seeing it as much more of an ephemeral thing, much more about feelings, and having a hard time making this decision. Why are you having such a hard time making this decision, masculine? Five of Wands, other people's bullshit. Somebody else is telling them, yes, there is someone who is, they're afraid of getting hurt. Okay. They're afraid of, the power of this relationship is daunting, is big, is scary to them. How big things are, right? Like the moon in Moonstruck. It's so big. It crushed the house. Cosmos moon, right? It's almost like, when I got divorced, a friend of mine, we were talking, and I was like, oh, it's fine. It's no big deal. And it was amicable, and we're all set and everything like that. And she was like, oh, I don't really know that you were deeply in love with that person. I think you loved them, but when you're deeply in love with somebody, that's when you have the nervousness, the scared energy, right? That's what's happening here. So afraid if they go in a direction. What if I mess it up? What if I'm not good enough? What if I, this person has, and a lot of the messages coming from their mother are coming into their mind. Okay. So feminine energy here. The feminine energy, 10 of Pentacles, more stability. Leo, 9 of Wands, Knight of Pentacles. Wow. The feminine energy is like, we're either going forward together or we're done here. And the masculine is very confused by that. The masculine is, ba, 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 ba. Why can't we just be in love? Why do we have to? Okay. 10 of Cups, 8 of Pentacles, 3 of Wands, 5 of Cups. So the masculine here is terrified of feeling. Wants it to be a lighter connection. Wants it to be fun. Wants it to be joyful. Why do we have to make these big life-changing decisions? Well, because we do. Because it's the next level. It's the next step here. Okay, it's the next step. We did the reading the other day. It was called The Next Step. Masculine's having a really hard time making that decision, because what if I'm not good enough? What if this doesn't work? It's almost like it's still kind of a mystery to both of you. It's still kind of Neptune-y, okay? And it's not, when it's not real, it's still fantasy. So this person is afraid that you're going to see the real person and not love them. Or that the mirroring and things like that, they have also had experience with you, or with, the masculine and the feminine have had experience together, and it didn't always go so well. So it's like, I don't want to put myself out there. I don't want to talk too much about it. I'm confused. I don't understand why this hurts so much. Other people are telling me this is not a thing. Other people are telling the masculine this is not really this spiritual thing. I don't know what you're talking about. Okay, Ace of Pentacles, Chariot, Five of Swords, Three of Cups. It's definitely, I just feel it's definitely that they are unclear about where you guys are going. I do feel like deep down there's love. They do want to be together, but there's more of this fear of like their own shortcomings. They feel like once you see them close up, you won't love them as much as you do right now. And so they don't want to take that next step, because what if you see that I'm not good enough? What if that happens? Also, the masculine has been deeply wounded, deeply hurt before in this connection, not just by other people, but in this connection, and may not have really shared that. Or really afraid to talk, afraid to share, afraid to be too open, because it's just so much riding on this. There's so much, feeling here. It just feels really big to them. It's scary. It's like that. It's like when you see the whales sort of breaching the water, and you're like, God, that thing is like a Mack truck. How big it is. You know what I mean? Like the feeling of bigness. The feminine energy is so much more like, I want to make this real. I want to make this stable. Ten of Pentacles, Knight of Pentacles, 1 foot in front of it. Very practical, very pragmatic kind of energy here. Let's go this direction. Let's get married. Let's make it real. Let's do that. I'm going to lead this charge. The masculine's like, hold on here. I don't feel like the masculine has a really good sense of their own feelings here. And they also are a lot more afraid of getting hurt than you might think. It's also going to take a lot of work and effort. It's almost like, can we change the name of marriage to one big, giant, long conversation? Because that's what it is. It takes effort every single day. And this is such a big connection that this is something they feel like it's out of their league. Okay, there is love here for sure. I mean, that's not really the issue. That's not really the issue. It's about the commitment, Hierophant. What does that next level look like? What is this going to be? Right? Page of Swords, I need more information. High Priestess, no talking about that. Three of Swords, right? The feminine is not as afraid. The feminine is ready for transformation. The masculine needs more information. I almost feel like the masculine feels like they can't hack it. If it's every day, if it's a thing where we are together all the time, living in the same house or something like that, they feel like they can't handle it. They do need their freedom. They need to have freedom to have their friends and have their life and other things like that, just regular mundane kinds of things. They feel like they're not up to it right now. Interesting. Okay, so I am going to do a week's forecast for each of the zodiac signs for Twin Flame. That'll be the extended if you'd like to catch that. Link is below. I'll see you over there, my darlings.